there are plenty of families out there that have just said, keep it away from us. We don't want any of our information out there. This is too much. We just don't want to do it. So maybe the head in the sand approach is on one end of the spectrum, right? The other end of the spectrum are families who have gotten super strategic about it and said, all right, we're gonna deploy systems that we know, for instance, you can do what is it, the institutional version of chat, right? And you can have a closed loop, yeah, or Copilot, right? And so you can use tools like that. So first of all, we're going to do that, and second of all, we're going to incent our staff. We want you guys to experiment with this. We want you to use it. We want you to spool up on it, and we want you to bring ideas to us. And so that's the right approach. But ultimately, it's sort of that data information gap, right? Data is data, but well organized data is actually information. I think the same thing goes on with there's just so much just look at what's just happened in the last 30 days. It's almost stunning, right? What the tools have evolved. And so Claude's just gone completely off the rails in a positive way, I think. But what I see though is that we have the opportunity to say, this is a tool that can augment our decision making. It can help us get our analysis done more quickly and more thoroughly. However, we've got to learn how to decipher it, and we've got to have the right team in place to actually make the decisions. And I think, going back to the idea of, is a family office run like a business? How do they, if you're making decisions in an inefficient way without AI, it's not going to get better just because you're using AI. You've got to really think about your process, think about the people, think about the inputs, think about who's interpreting it. And so, it's a powerful, it's unbelievable what you can do, right? And it's really just a matter of family offices embracing it as an augmentation resource